Step back in time with us to see iconic places and moments before and after their transformations. These before and after snapshots reveal how much has changed. Welcome to the Timeless Frames channel. Let's explore the past and present together. The Lincoln Memorial, 1907 versus 100 years later. This is the Lincoln Memorial in 1907, still under construction and lacking the iconic statue. A century later, it stands as a powerful symbol of Lincoln's legacy, drawing millions to reflect on history and freedom. Hong Kong, 1920 versus today. This is Hong Kong in the 1920s, a bustling harbor city still on the rise, with narrow streets filled with life and trade. A modern, thriving metropolis today, Hong Kong boasts impressive skyscrapers, a dynamic skyline, and a rich fusion of cultures. The Azure swimming pool in Chernobyl before and after the disaster. An indoor pool with large windows and a high diving platform where people once swam and gathered before the tragedy struck. Now abandoned, the pool lies in ruin, with broken windows and overgrown foliage, creating a haunting atmosphere of neglect and forgotten history. The Mayan temple at Chichen Itza, 1860s, Atsuza's today, a wild, untamed hill with the towering Mayan temple at its peak, hidden in the dense jungle of ancient ruins. The majestic temple now stands restored, with manicured grass at the base and tourists walking up the steps, witnessing history firsthand. New York City, skyline, 1931 versus today. An aerial view of New York City's skyline, where towering skyscrapers cast long shadows and the horizon is dotted with water bodies. Today, the skyline is dominated by dense skyscrapers, with the Empire State Building proudly standing at the center, defining Manhattan's identity. Nickelodeon Studios, 1990s versus today. A vibrant and colorful Nickelodeon Studios with stairs and large toy objects outside, capturing the fun and energy of the 90s. Now a more subdued blue and white balcony building with a Hard Rock Cafe in front, reflecting a shift from its lively entertainment roots. The Titanic Promenade Deck, 1912 versus today. A grand deck with folded chairs lining the walls, where passengers once strolled in luxury, unaware of the disaster ahead. Sadly, the deck no longer exists, as the ship lies in the deep, its legacy submerged in the depths of the ocean, forever frozen in time. The back of the Hoover Dam, before it was flooded versus today. This old photo taken shows the back of the Hoover Dam before it was flooded, revealing its rugged, raw landscape. And today, this same side is submerged under the waters of Lake Mead, creating a drastically different view. Mount St. Helens, one day before the 1980 eruption versus today. This old photo taken shows Mount St. Helens calm and untouched just one day before the eruption in 1980. And today, the volcano stands with a massive crater, a reminder of the eruption that forever changed the landscape. Tokyo in March 1945, before the destruction versus today. This old photo taken shows Tokyo in March 1945, with widespread destruction after firebombing raids leveled the city. And today, Tokyo has rebuilt itself into a modern, thriving metropolis, with the Tokyo Skytree towering above, the face of the Statue of Liberty, before it was installed, versus today. This old photo taken shows the face of the Statue of Liberty before it was mounted onto the monument, in its early sculpted form. And today, her face proudly gazes over New York Harbor, an enduring symbol of freedom. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, beginning of his first term versus his last day. This old photo taken shows Franklin Delano Roosevelt at the beginning of his presidency in 1933, poised at his desk. And this is the last photo taken of him in 1945, just a day before his death, marking the end of his presidency. Mount Rushmore, before the president's heads were carved versus today. This old photo taken shows Mount Rushmore before the president's heads were sculpted, standing as a massive rock formation. And today, it's a monument etched with the faces of 4 U.S. presidents, a testament to American history. Main Street in Los Angeles, 1897 versus 50 years later. This old photo taken shows Main Street in Los Angeles in 1897, bustling with horse-drawn carriages and a much quieter city scene. And 50 years later, the same street is filled with cars, towering buildings, and a growing, modern cityscape. The Berlin Wall in 1969 versus today. This old photo taken shows the Berlin Wall in 1969, a cold barrier dividing East and West Germany. And today, the same section stands as a memorial, a reminder of the past and the triumph of unity over division. The statue of Anubis found in King Tut's tomb versus today. This old photo taken shows the statue of Anubis, discovered inside King Tut's tomb, a mysterious relic from ancient Egypt. And today, this statue stands proudly in the museum, preserving Egypt's rich history for future generations. The Woodstock Festival in 1969 versus today. This old photo taken shows the iconic Woodstock Festival in 1969, with a sea of people gathered for peace and music. And today, the same field is a tranquil, peaceful sight, a far cry from the vibrant chaos that once defined it. Abraham Lincoln. This old photo taken shows Abraham Lincoln when he became president in 1861, calm and determined. And 4 short years later, in 1865, this photo captures the toll of the Civil War, with Lincoln appearing worn but resolute. Machu Picchu, before any restoration versus today. This old photo taken shows Machu Picchu before any restoration, with its structures and terraces overgrown and abandoned. And today, it stands as a meticulously restored wonder, drawing visitors from around the world to its ancient ruins. The Times building under construction in 1903 versus 100+ years later. This old photo taken shows the Times building under construction in 1903, standing as a symbol of New York's burgeoning skyline. And over a century later, the area around Times Square is a bustling hub of entertainment, commerce, and life. The Singapore skyline in 2000 versus today. This old photo taken shows Singapore's skyline in 2000 with a more modest urban landscape, and today it features futuristic skyscrapers and a skyline that stands as one of the most iconic in the world. The city of Seattle in 1907 versus today. This old photo taken shows the city of Seattle in 1907 with a modest cityscape of early 20th century buildings. And today, Seattle is a thriving metropolis with towering skyscrapers and a booming tech-driven economy. The Hollywood sign, when it was first put up, versus today, this old photo taken shows the original Hollywood sign when it was first erected, an advertisement for a real estate development. And today, it stands as an iconic symbol of the entertainment industry, recognized globally. Queen Elizabeth II, at 18 versus 2 days before her death in September 2022. This old photo taken shows Queen Elizabeth II at 18, a young princess full of promise. And just 2 days before her death in 2022, this poignant image shows her as a queen who served for over 70 years, a remarkable legacy. Stonehenge before it was restored versus today. This old photo taken shows Stonehenge before restoration, with its stones standing weathered by time. And today, after careful restoration, the ancient stones are a preserved wonder, drawing visitors and historians alike. Holland, 1982 versus 2020. This old photo taken shows Holland in 1982, showcasing a different time with its rustic beauty and historic charm. And today, the landscape has transformed, maintaining its heritage while embracing modern progress. Restored 1915 Pasadena Craftsman House. This old photo taken shows a wonderful 1915 Pasadena Craftsman House located in Bungalow Heaven. And after nearly 2 years of renovations, it stands beautifully restored, honoring its original design while adding a modern touch. Krosnick Palace, 2009 versus 2021. This old photo taken shows the Krosnik Palace in 2009, before restoration began. And in 2021, the palace has been beautifully restored, revealing its majestic historical grandeur in Lubin County, Poland. Borodyanka, Ukraine. Before the war versus today. This old photo taken shows Borodyanka, Ukraine before the devastating war, with its peaceful streets. And today, the area has been ravaged, serving as a stark reminder of the heavy toll of conflict. Edinburgh, Scotland. Then and now. This old photo taken shows Edinburgh's scenic beauty in times past, showcasing its rich history and grand architecture. And today, the city remains a charming blend of old and new, keeping its history alive while embracing change. Moore Hall, Ireland. 1800s versus today. This old photo taken shows Moore Hall in the 1800s, showcasing its classical design. And today, though the hall is a shadow of its former self, its history and legacy continue to echo through the landscape. World War II. Veteran Robert White. March 1945 versus today. This old photo taken shows Robert White, a World War II paratrooper, in March 1945 as he landed in Germany. And 76 years later, he stands in the same spot, reflecting on his brave journey with the 17th Airborne Division. Odessa, Ukraine. 1942 versus today. This old photo taken shows Odessa, Ukraine in 1942, a city caught in the turmoil of war. And today, Odessa has been rebuilt, but the scars of the past are still visible in its streets and buildings. Newcastle Castle, UK, 1895 versus 2022. This old photo taken shows Newcastle Castle in 1895, standing tall as a historic fortress. And today, the castle remains a prominent landmark, blending the past with modern-day renovations. The Arcadico Bridge, 1300 BCE versus today. This old photo taken shows the Arcadico Bridge, built over 3,300 years ago. And today, this ancient chariot bridge still stands in use, showcasing its remarkable endurance as part of an ancient military road system. Tunnel Rock at Sequoia National Park, 1952 versus 2020. This old photo taken shows Tunnel Rock in Sequoia National Park in 1952, a symbol of nature's wonder. And today, the rock still stands, its majesty unchanged, as visitors continue to pass through. Bittergarh Temple, Kanpur, India, 1875 versus 2011. This old photo taken shows the Bittergarh Temple in 1875, showcasing its ancient architecture. And in 2011, the temple stands as the oldest surviving brick structure in India, a testament to its enduring legacy. Before and after. Boston's Big Dig, 1980s versus now. This old photo taken shows Boston's Big Dig in the 1980s, a time of construction and transformation. And today, the city is dramatically changed, with roads and tunnels reshaping the landscape. The Arch of Ctesiphon, 600 AD versus today. This old photo taken shows the Arch of Ctesiphon as it might have appeared in 600 AD, standing proudly in Iraq. And today, the remaining ruins stand as a haunting reminder of its once majestic grandeur. Washington Square, Arch in NYC, then versus now. This old photo taken shows Washington Square Arch in New York City during its early years. And today, the arch remains a significant symbol of the city, greeting both residents and visitors alike. The Kowloon Walled City, before versus after. This old photo taken shows the Kowloon Walled City, a densely packed and chaotic urban area. And after its demolition, the area is a quiet and reclaimed space, far removed from its once turbulent past. Panch Ratha Monument, Mahabalipuram, India, 630 to 668 CE, the verse now. This old photo taken shows the Panch Ratha Monument, an ancient monolithic temple carved from granite. And today, it remains a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserving its intricate beauty for generations. Hope Plantation, Windsor, North Carolina, 1803 versus after restoration. This old photo taken shows Hope Plantation in Windsor, North Carolina in 1803 capturing its historical charm. And after restoration, the plantation stands revived, showcasing its preserved beauty and rich history for all to admire. The Lincoln Memorial in 1920 versus the Lincoln Memorial today. This old photo taken shows the Lincoln Memorial in 1920, before the iconic reflecting pool was built. And today, the same majestic memorial stands tall, with the pool reflecting its grandeur, a symbol of history and unity. Same car, 1988 versus 2021, somewhere in Japan. Captured in 1988, this car was a sleek symbol of its time in Japan. Fast forward to 2021, and the car still holds its charm, showing the power of preservation and time's gentle touch. Captured Japanese mini-submarine in the Aleutian Islands, 1943 versus 2021. This old photo taken in 1943 shows a captured Japanese mini-submarine during World War II in the Aleutian Islands. And today, the remnants of this submarine stand as a reminder of wartime history, now preserved for education and reflection. Bok Tower, 1929 versus today. Built in 1929, this photo captures the beauty of Bok Tower. Fast forward to today, and the tower still stands tall and proud, surrounded by lush landscapes, preserving its timeless allure. Times Square. This old photo taken shows Times Square in 1900, bustling with a different kind of energy. And in 2021, Times Square has evolved into a neon-lit epicenter of global culture, a vibrant symbol of the modern age. The Mahabodhi Temple at Bodh Gaya, India. 2nd century plaque versus today. This ancient plaque from the 2nd century shows the Mahabodhi Temple in its early form. Today, the temple still stands as a spiritual center, attracting pilgrims and visitors from all over the world. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more historical photos, click on the video showing on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share Timeless Frames for more amazing content. See you in the next video.